Hey coaches, it is Lindsay here. Welcome to Team Evolve. I am talking to you today about follow-ups. So I know that you guys are kind of building these best practices so that you can kick your business off the way it needs to be. You get a good head start on business and forming relationships and inviting, but there's this big piece that you need to make sure you're doing in order to make sure that you don't forget anybody or leave anybody behind. And it's called the follow-up. So you're going to hear no. You're going to hear that a lot in this business. And the first thing you need to know about that is it's not directed toward you. Generally, when people say no to us, it's because they're coming from a place of fear. Maybe the timing just really isn't right for their family or for them. Something big's about to happen, but it's just not a good time. And no doesn't necessarily mean no, never talk to me again. It normally means no, not right now, maybe later is generally what no means. So it's really important that you're writing down those people who are saying no to you. And instead of calling that your no list, you need to be calling it your follow-up list, because following up is essential. In fact, most people don't join the first time they're invited. Most people still don't even join the second time they're invited. It typically takes 4+ invitations before someone says, you know what, I'm ready, let's do this. And if you fail to follow up with them, then they're never going to get that opportunity to say yes, and you're not going to get the opportunity to help them. So you need to make sure that you're tracking. So what I want you to be focused on this week is writing down all the people that you contact who say no to you. And I want you to stop thinking of them as no's and start thinking of them as follow-ups. And then in 2 or 3 months, you're going to know that these are the people you need to reconnect with. Now, listen closely. I'm not saying don't even speak to these people for 3 months because they said no in the first place. What I'm saying is put them to your list, continue engaging with them, showing them you love them, adding value to them, invite them to your free group if they're not ready to join your challenge group. But definitely make sure in a month or 2 that you follow up with them. And maybe their initial aversion was because of money. And then a sale pops up and you can contact them and say, hey, I know that, you weren't ready a couple months ago because, you were in this financial situation. And I just wanted to let you know that my favorite program just went on sale this month. And I thought of you because of the sale price and how, great it is, blah, blah, blah. So just make sure that people know that you're thinking of them. Make sure that they understand that this is not like you just badgering. You do not want to follow up with the same people every month after month after month because that's annoying, that's salesy, and that's not who we are. But it is really important because here's the thing. Everyone wants to feel like they have a place that they belong. Everyone wants to feel invited. Even if they want to say no, they still want to know that they're invited. And eventually that feeling of being invited is going to turn into a yes. And if you don't follow up with them, you're going to miss out on that. So make sure you're following up. This week, I want you to make sure that not only are you inviting and tracking your invites, but you're also tracking those people who say no. You're adding them to a special list called your follow-up list so that in the future you can start checking back up with them. I also want you to think about anybody who might be interested in this, who you've talked about. Maybe you've been a challenger and you've talked to them about it in the past. Follow up with them today.